Hi.
Hello.
It's coming down to the wire for the 2018 Stanley Cup playoffs.
Connor McDavid. Is Art Ross ready?
And we visit Lucan, the finalists for the 2018 Kraft Hockeyville.
All of that coming up next.
Welcome to the Slewfoot Hockey Show. Here are your hosts, Fred Angema and Dave Abbey.
Hi, welcome to the show, Slewfoot Hockey Show again.
Welcome.
We're back again.
Yes.
This is the show where we're going to talk some hockey. We're going to talk about what's happened in the world of the NHL this week.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we have any other hockey leagues that we're going to talk about. Not really.
Not really.
Not really.
Not yet.
Not today.
Yeah.
No, it's
time.
Yeah. So it's getting down to the wire, Dave. It's about 7 games left for most teams.
Yeah.
7 or 8 games. A couple teams have more than that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's really close. There's some good playoff races happening in both the East and the West.
Your team's been officially eliminated.
Yes.
Are you still interested in the league?
Well, sure I am.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Me too.
Yeah. Your team's been officially eliminated as well, correct? Or very close?
They're out.
Yeah.
Officially out. After losing 1-0 to somebody the other night.
Wasn't it last night that they lost?
Like to the Leafs?
To the Leafs?
No, it was the night before when they lost 1-0 to somebody.
To somebody that beat them.
Capitals.
Oh, right, to the Caps.
Yep. That did it. That did it. You don't score a goal, you don't move on.
Well, you got to score a lot more than one.
Yeah. Well, more than
most
0
games.
Most times, too.
Yes.
Because the Caps only scored 1.
Right.
And they're moving on.
Well, they've got a lot more wins and a lot more goals. A lot more goals this year.
I would say so, yeah.
So this is the Slewfoot Hockey Show. Today, if you'd like to get a hold of us, we're on YouTube and we are on iTunes and wherever you get your podcasts from. Mm-hmm. So if you like the show and you want to leave a comment, you can certainly do it here on YouTube.
Sure.
You can subscribe. You can hit like. Mm-hmm. You can also do the same with iTunes. You can subscribe. And that way, whenever our shows are downloaded, you can get them for free in your ears or for your eyes.
Only.
I knew you were going there. I knew you were going there.
It's so tempting.
Yeah, it is.
I have to do it.
Yeah, of course.
One of these times I'm going to sing the rest of it.
If you'd like to send us an email, we have email feedback@slewfoothockeyshow.com. We're both on Twitter. I'm at Slewfoot Fred.
And I'm at Slewfoot Dave.
And then we also have at Slewfoot Show as well. So if you'd like to connect with us that way, you can do that as another way to reach out to us. So today on the show, like we said, we're going to talk a little bit about the playoff race and who's left standing. I know our teams are both out, but there are still some teams that have an outside shot of getting in.
Yep.
We're also going to talk about, I know we talked about this last week, but there's been a few changes in the scoring race.
Sure.
Both in the Rocket Richard race, in the Art Ross for top point getter in the NHL.
That's right.
Yep, so there's been a few changes, and we're going to talk about those. We also had the opportunity yesterday, Dave, to drive a little bit northeast of where we live to the town of Lucan.
Sure did.
Ontario.
Yep.
They are one of the 4 finalists for Kraft Hockeyville.
Correct.
That are going to award a small town $250,000 and an NHL game.
Correct.
To one of these 4 finalists for arena upgrades and whatnot. So we drove there. We took a tour around the arena. And we met some people, some coaches, some other people around the arena, and we chatted with them, just to find out.
You can feel a buzz in the arena.
Oh, you sure can.
There's people dressed up in Irish
Yes.
paraphernalia.
Yeah, it's junior C team. Their junior C team there is the Lucan Irish.
Yeah, well,
you're wearing green for them. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
Very
My
nice.
Lucan shirt.
So we had the opportunity, like I said, to meet some people there, and we've got a video just to show what we did there. Show you a little bit about the arena, where maybe it could use some upgrades, as well as speaking to some coaches and how excited they are about that. So that's going to be a little bit later on the show today too. And to wrap it all up today, we're going to play a game. We're going to play Real Stat or Forget That.
Yes.
Otherwise known as the lying game. Do you have a better poker face than me?
I think I do.
We'll find out. All right.
I was just trying it out.
That was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
It's pretty serious. I played, I tried my poker face playing euchre.
Ooh. Does that work?
Yes. It sure does.
I tried it during Go Fish.
Would that be called your Go Fish face?
Yeah. It's like, I don't have a 7. Burned.
Go Fish. All right. Dave, let's fire this up with some top shelf news, shall we?
Let's do it, yeah.
It's time for Top Shelf News.
Okay, top shelf news today. We're going to talk about the playoff race first. What's been going on around the NHL? A couple teams can clinch tonight if a few things happen.
Yep.
We'll start with the Golden Knights. The Golden Knights, they're not even playing tonight, but they can still clinch a playoff spot tonight.
For sure.
Yeah, but Edmonton needs to beat Anaheim.
I think they could.
Yeah.
They're flying right now.
Yeah, they are. They're playing pretty good.
Yep. Pretty loose.
Pretty well.
How can you not be?
Right.
What's
Exactly.
to be uptight about when you're on the outside? I think it's like second last.
Yep. That's for sure. And they don't play till a little bit later, so that's like 9:30 p.m. Eastern time.
Yep.
So about half an hour from, when we're recording right now. So
Yeah. A little later than normal. Mm-hmm. It's past my bedtime.
well, Eastern time it is, sure.
Yeah. Nova Scotia?
Right.
Right off.
Yeah, forget about it. You're going to find out tomorrow morning. The Winnipeg Jets, they can clinch a playoff spot if they beat the Preds tonight.
Oh, good game.
Yes. So far, not happening.
It's a hometown hockey matchup, I believe.
It is hometown hockey, yeah. So Nashville is leading Winnipeg right now 4-3.
Close game.
That's after the second period. So
Close game.
But if they come back and beat the Predators, or say they lose, no, sorry. So the Jets can clinch a playoff spot if they beat the Predators, or if they get a point against Nashville. So if they end up tying,
Yep.
they can clinch a playoff spot.
Sure. So you got a whole period.
But Anaheim also has to lose to Edmonton. Doesn't really matter.
No.
They're going to clinch a playoff spot this week.
Yes, they are.
Yes.
Just maybe not tonight.
Right. We're just,
Who knows?
yeah. Hey, St. Louis. Let's talk about them for a second.
Okay.
They are now sitting in the second wild card spot in the NHL in the Western Conference.
How many wins in a row? Like 6?
5. They stopped the Blue Jackets last
6
night.
would be crazy.
Would be pretty good. Yep. I don't think
Blue Jackets. Yeah.
I don't think they play till tomorrow night though. So they've won 5 in a row. They stopped the Blue Jackets last night, beating them 2-1. So interesting. But they got some players back from injury, right?
Yeah.
Pietrangelo, he's back. He was on fire last week.
Schwartz is actually
Jaden Schwartz is back.
doing well right now.
Yeah, and he was injured for a while.
Yep.
So he's back. That's good. That's good to get him back for sure. And in the East, this is pretty interesting. We've got Florida only 3 points back of New Jersey. But you might say 3 points back. However, Florida has 9 games remaining. New Jersey has 7 games remaining, so they have 2 games in hand.
Yep.
So they could get hot, catch them. Look out. They're still in the race. For sure.
Yep. Definitely.
Yep.
And like we talk about every week, Bruins have 2 games in hand on Toronto.
Yes, they do. Yeah. They already clinched a playoff spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to be tough to beat.
That's going to be a tough series. Because Toronto's undefeated at home in the last 13 games.
Who have they played?
Over the 13 games?
Yeah.
I'm not a Leafs fan. I couldn't tell you.
Detroit.
Montreal.
Buffalo. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there hasn't had some really challenging matchups, but they've done it. Whatever. Leafs.
Good for them. They're having a good year. Did they tie a franchise record for points?
I don't know. I don't pay a whole lot of attention to them.
I don't know. They have 97 points. No, they've
been over 100.
Yeah.
But
maybe for consecutive games at home. Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe,
they tied it.
Maybe.
I don't know. All the Leaf fans right now are screaming at us.
Yeah, they are.
How come you don't know anything about the Leafs? I'll tell you why.
Because nobody's interested in
Look at the shirt.
Yeah, look at my shirt. Oh.
You're more interested in Lucan, though, right now than the Leafs.
Yes, that's true.
There you go. So, what do you think? What's your feeling on that, Dave? I mean, we've got, 7 to 9 games left.
Yep. It's too close to call for a lot of teams still.
Do you think that Florida can catch New Jersey?
Yep. I do.
Yeah,
they're playing well right now, too.
Vincent Trocheck.
Mm-hmm. Jonathan Huberdeau. Yep. Robbie Luongo.
Is he back, Bobby Lou?
Yeah, Bobby Lou, that's what I said.
Bobby Lou is back.
I go with Robbie.
Stromboni.
What does that mean?
On Twitter.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
I thought it was
It's his Twitter handle.
Forever.
Yeah, no, it's, yeah. On Twitter, he's Strombone.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Nickname.
He's on there a lot.
Yeah, he's if you don't follow Roberto Luongo on Twitter, he's very funny to follow.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got some good things to say.
He also has a lot of spare time.
Yeah. Probably more spare time than a lot of us, right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So right now, Colorado is in the first wild card spot in the West. And, like we said, St. Louis is in that second. Mm-hmm. And Los Angeles trailing St. Louis.
By 0 points.
Yeah. But again.
Head.
Yep. And more actual wins.
Is Calgary officially eliminated?
They're behind by 9 points, so I would say yes. And I don't...
Tough losses.
Unless Dallas gets hot, I think they're going to be out as well.
Did you see the score tonight?
No. Are they winning?
No.
Or are they losing?
That's the other option.
They're losing to Vancouver.
On a power play right now, though. 11 minutes left in the third.
Yep. Up to date. Although this won't be up to date by the time you hear it. Let's talk a little bit about the scoring race.
Sure.
One Connor McDavid.
Yeah.
He's jumped ahead of Nikita Kucherov. He's got 96 points, scored a couple of goals last night.
Yep.
But Kucherov has played 2 games less.
Yes.
Over the season.
Right.
Both have 7 games remaining. Evgeny Malkin, Nathan McKinnon, they trail McDavid by 4 points. Malkin has 6 games left. McKinnon has 7. Mm-hmm. I would say those are probably the 4 people that are, going after that.
Yep.
Who do you see winning this whole thing? McDavid?
Yeah.
We'll see what happens tonight, right?
Because we just said 5 minutes ago, they're all playing loose. The others. So he's the leader of the looseness.
Yes. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah.
He's scoring when he feels like it right now, seems like.
Yeah.
So
that's for sure. That's for sure. And he's so good.
He's the leader of that team.
He's fun to watch.
Yeah.
He really is fun to watch.
Yeah. So fast.
Yep.
Great hands.
Great moves.
Great eyes.
Yep. Great helmet.
Good hair. What's happening here?
His socks are awesome too. Yeah.
Oh man.
Alex Ovechkin, he still leads the Rocket Richard with 44 goals. He has 7 games left. Patrick Laine, who's playing tonight, he has 43 goals.
He's back already.
Yeah, I thought that was over.
I tweeted that out.
Yeah, you pack it in.
Yep.
Pack it up, pack it in. Let me begin.
This is a wrap.
So Ovechkin, we thought, was going to win this clear because Laine was injured.
Took that shot in the foot.
Yep.
And thought, oh boy.
And he missed just, that game?
2 maybe.
I don't think he missed any games.
Last night?
No, he played last night.
Oh my word.
Yeah. I think he missed the rest of that game.
Yeah. But it was late. They were winning.
Late in the game?
Blocking shots, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe he just doesn't score goals. He blocks shots, obviously.
He scores goals too.
Yes.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So, I mean, do you think he can catch him? He's only a goal behind.
Yeah, why would I doubt him?
Don't doubt him, Dave.
Not going to.
Don't. We haven't even seen if he scored tonight, so we better check that. But yeah, only one game in hand. He hasn't scored tonight yet.
No.
Yet.
Whole period to go.
Yep. So I think he can catch him. If not,
for sure.
I mean, 44 goals to 43.
Action tonight?
He's not in action tonight. Nope.
So maybe catch him tonight. 1 goal back, right?
1 goal back.
Yeah.
1 goal back.
Very achievable.
Super achievable.
Yeah.
Hey, other news. We'll talk a little bit about the other news that happened around the NHL this week.
Mm-hmm.
So it got a little heated at work the other day in Winnipeg.
Yes.
It
did.
Now, take this whole scenario and bring it to your workplace.
Not really acceptable.
I know. It makes it kind of funny, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and I saw a quote. I think it was Paul Maurice. He said, think of two girls at Tim Hortons. They get in a fight behind the counter and they start chucking the knucks.
Yeah.
That would be frowned upon, wouldn't it?
I would think so.
They'd probably both lose their jobs.
Well, yeah, maybe. I was thinking Tim Hortons is struggling holding on to people right now.
Yeah, maybe. Well, go anywhere. Go to McDonald's. Go to Sears. Oh wait, Sears is closed now, right?
Toys R Us.
Oh, okay, no.
Is there another one? No, it's long gone.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, go to any store, go anywhere. Just imagine people just suddenly throwing down. And they're having a bad day, throwing down, and they start fighting, start scrapping. That's what happened in the Winnipeg Jets practice yesterday. Mm-hmm. So Jets captain Blake Wheeler and defenseman Ben Sherratt, they got into a fight during practice and started throwing some haymakers.
Yep. And you know what everybody says about it? Awesome.
Yeah.
Brings the team closer together.
That's weird.
It's bizarre.
It's so weird.
You punched me in the face this morning. We're the best of friends now.
I'm taking him out for dinner tonight.
Yes.
Yeah. Wheeler left the ice, and later they said they hugged it out.
Yep.
That's so funny.
But they practice like they want to win, right? This is a competitive team.
Yes.
So they're practicing as if they're in a game. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's going to get heated. For sure.
If you had to choose, there's 2 Canadian teams that are going to make the playoffs.
2 Canadian teams that are going to be in the playoffs?
Yep.
Well, Winnipeg
and Toronto.
Oh, they're still playing?
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Who do you think is more Canada's team?
Winnipeg.
Okay.
No, obviously not. Toronto's Canada's team. Every rink you watch a game in, there's Leaf jerseys everywhere. Right?
Don't say stuff like this, Dave.
It kills me to say it.
Yeah, I know.
But every game you watch on TV, there's tons of Leaf jerseys if Leafs are playing there.
But who would you rather see win?
Winnipeg.
Yes, me too. And that's just because we're not Leaf fans.
The question was...
Yes, it was. Who's Canada's team? Right.
But even like down south, both teams down in Florida are tons of Leaf jerseys everywhere.
Yeah.
People.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people from Toronto or have supported Toronto for a long time.
Why?
I don't know.
They haven't won since 1967.
Maybe they're holding out for something.
They've been in the playoffs 3 times since then.
3 times. Yeah.
Maybe a couple more.
Right. So let's go back to this Winnipeg story. Wheeler admitted to having a bad day.
Yep.
I had a bad day. It was my fault. I started it. He zinged a shot close to him. He didn't like it. So they got into it. It's so funny.
I love it.
Yep. Coach Paul Maurice said, you'd like a few more of those during the year if you could.
There you go.
I don't know why. But it was funny.
They're both competitive personalities.
Right. It's funny, though. I mean, say Sherratt gets into something with someone tonight. Mm-hmm. Blake Wheeler's going to be the first one there.
No question.
or the opposite.
Yeah.
right? That's teammates.
Yep.
So I think it's hilarious, but I think it's a great thing for the Winnipeg Jets for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to help them out.
Prober used to fight guys in practice all the time.
Yeah, why not?
For some reason, it brings them closer together.
Yeah, and they won a few Stanley Cups.
Sure did.
Yep.
So, is Winnipeg going to win the cup? Captains out there fighting guys in their own team.
The West is tough.
It is.
West is really tough.
Sure is.
I mean, you got a good game right now.
The East is tough too because Detroit's on the outside again.
Yep. I mean, you got a good game right now that's all tied up. Winnipeg and Nashville are all tied up now.
Oh, so Winnipeg did score.
They just did. It's all tied.
Dallas is not looking good.
It's from that fight. Let's find out who scored that.
Blake Wheeler,
the captain.
Look at that. 20th.
Good for him.
Very good. Another milestone year.
Yes. Good captain, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Good choice.
Yes, sir.
They're all healthy again, too, right?
Who?
Oh, Trouba's probably still out.
Trouba's still out, and there's someone else they're shutting down until the playoffs. I forget who it was, though. I forget.
Okay.
Anyway, Patrice Bergeron, speaking of people that are injured, he's returning tonight.
Good.
For the Bruins. He's missed the last 13 games with a foot injury, so he'll be back tonight. That's good for the Bruins. They don't really need him right now, but...
No, but he's been out for an extended period of time, I would say.
Yeah, 13 games.
So he needs to get back before the playoffs.
Yeah.
You got to get your timing back, get your legs back.
And he's such a good player. I mean, he's
clutch, like, to finish a game off.
Yeah, and he'll play through anything, too.
Yeah.
So, it's scary. It's scary how good the Bruins are this year.
They are good.
Yep. In Ottawa, there was a story this week that the Sens will be looking to sign Captain Erik Karlsson to a contract on July 1st. That's according to GM Pierre Dorion. He said they're trying to work out a contract. They're going to present it to him on July 1st. Before he hits free agency, and they'll go from there.
Yep.
They're also looking at working out a contract for forward Matt Duchene, who's got 40 points in 59 games with Ottawa this year. So
it's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Slow start.
Yep.
So that's pretty good.
Yep. Now, they didn't really commit to the coach, and Guy Bouchard.
Boucher?
Bouchardet. Boucher. Guy Boucher.
Dessert.
Yeah. Bouchardet.
I'll take the Bouchardet. Or a wine, I guess.
Yes. So they didn't really commit to that. I mean, because obviously they've not made the playoffs.
Right.
But, I mean, he's a good coach.
We had Karlsson long gone.
Oh, he still might be long
gone. Trade deadline.
He still might be gone. What's he supposed to say? We're not going to sign him.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean,
but after this next story,
yeah,
I think it changed things.
It might. Yeah. So, speaking of which, so Karlsson and his wife Melinda, they also lost their son this past week. He took some time away from the team. He did play last night. He's not going to travel with the team to Carolina. He's just going to spend time with his wife at home. And of course, our thoughts go out to the Karlssons. You know, it's difficult to go through that. So, and you know, you're in the spotlight. They just got married last summer, right? Did they not? Or
announced the pregnancy?
They announced the pregnancy. Yeah.
So, as close.
Yeah.
Tough one.
Yeah. So it's sad. It's sad, and you know.
Definitely. But you know what? There's such a brotherhood on hockey teams. Yeah. That you could see he was in his comfort zone last night, and it probably brought them a lot closer together.
Oh, for sure.
That's why I think it may change things.
It might. Yeah, I mean, he's been in Ottawa since he started, right?
Yeah.
So, and he was
talking of him going to Tampa to be with Hedman because they're buddies. But this showed last night that he's also got buddies in Ottawa.
Yeah, I mean, when you're a
pretty tight group,
you're playing with these guys every day, practicing with them. Yep. You spend a lot more time sometimes with the team than you do with your own family. So,
for sure. Yep.
Yeah. So all the best to Eric and his wife, and you know, through this difficult time. So, Dave, Vegas became the first expansion team to reach 100 points.
What took them so long? I thought they would have done it like 2 weeks ago
in their first season, which is
they've been having some tough games though lately.
Yeah.
Are teams figuring them out, or are they just starting to gun for them a little more?
Probably.
They're playing some
Probably a
teams
little bit of both.
Trying to get in the playoffs too, maybe. But.
Yeah. And they've got 100 points. They know they're going to make the playoffs. They're first now.
Yeah.
I don't think they're too... Maybe they're...
I think,
maybe they're...
What are the 3 teams we talked about this year that were in the top spot all the time? Tampa. Nashville.
Yep.
And Vegas.
Yep.
Those would be our top 3 teams that had great seasons. Mm-hmm. All 3 of them.
They've been struggling a little bit.
Having a hard time putting a
couple of weeks.
Yep. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they're just coasting, right?
Yeah, could be.
They've made the playoffs.
Is Fleury still out?
No, Fleury's back.
Okay.
He played great the other night.
Did he?
Made some big saves. Was it last night?
Saturday night? Friday night?
Yeah, whatever night it was, he played great. He made some fantastic saves, and I forget who was it. Was it against? Yeah, so Vegas is... Maybe they're just shutting it down a little bit early.
It's possible.
Yep. We'll see what happens.
Yep.
So Montreal, Detroit, Ottawa, and Buffalo in the East. Edmonton, Chicago, Vancouver, and Arizona in the West have all been officially eliminated.
Correct.
This may be not the right time to talk about this, but what do these teams have to do to make the playoffs next year?
Well, it's looking like Chicago's going to look for a new coach.
You think?
That's a lot of the talk right now.
That's really what I wanted to talk about, what Chicago's doing.
Yeah, I can see that. Because they're probably the most surprising out of all those names.
Yeah, so they made the playoffs 9 years in a row. Mm-hmm. All with Quenneville.
How many did Detroit make?
Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't that horrible that you make it 9 years out of 10 and the coach, he's got to go. It's so weird how people talk about that.
Stan Bowman, though, the GM in Quenneville, I don't think see eye to eye a whole lot.
Well, that's weird.
You've seen some stories about that he's just, they don't really, it's cordial, but I don't know. And
not connecting.
Right. And this is just other people talking about it. Mm-hmm. Who knows? They could be best friends. Maybe they go golfing all the time together.
Could be.
Maybe they just want to put something out there.
Yeah.
We're not doing that.
There's always a story.
There is a story. Yeah.
And there's 2 sides.
That's right. Hey, and this is a great story. Ed Olchuk, he announced, he's works for NBC, correct? Mm-hmm. He announced on air this past week that he is cancer-free, which is fantastic. So he was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer this past August. Mm-hmm. And after all the treatment, he declared on air the other day that we beat this thing. Yep. So good for him. He's cancer-free.
That's great.
And he's 51, I think. And he said, I'm going to live life to its fullest now. I mean, I have this opportunity to do so. So good for him.
He was on air when he announced it, was he not?
Yes, he was.
Back to work?
Yeah.
Doing his color?
Yep.
That's good.
Yep. So he was sporadically working, when he was getting treatment. So fantastic news.
Good.
Yep. Okay, Dave, we've got a short video now of our trip to Lucan.
Sure.
And these are some of the people we met. This is what the Lucan Arena looks like. Mm-hmm. And so here it is.
Awesome.
Enjoy. It's Saturday, and it's road trip time.
My hand's cold.
And a medium steep tea with milk.
Hey, we're in Lucan today for a visit.
Yes.
We're going to check out the arena here in downtown Lucan, which is about, 30 seconds away?
I would say 45.
45? Okay.
Yeah.
So, Dave, what are we here for?
Lucan is up 4. Kraft Hockeyville, top 4 locations. And the only city or town, I guess, is in Ontario. And we're going to help them out, get voted for this Kraft Hockeyville contest that they hold every year.
And they get a $250,000 reward from Kraft for an arena upgrade.
Also, an NHL game will be held at the Lucan Arena.
That's pretty cool. So we're gonna go check out the arena and see why it's in desperate need of an upgrade.
Absolutely.
Okay, so here we go, down to the arena. It's pretty cold out here.
It's freezing. Sun's shining.
Yeah, sun is shining,
breezy,
but it's chilly.
Breezy.
So we're in front of the Lucan the Lucan Community Memorial Center. There's a sign on there. I'm not sure if you can read it. It says 1949.
69 years.
Yes, almost 70 years old. So that is, yeah. There's a lot of people I know that are 70 years old.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's.
So I wonder.
They could use an upgrade too.
Yeah, they could. New hip. Yeah. So this is the arena. We're gonna go check out inside, but this is the outside of it. It's could maybe use some repairs, right?
I would say so.
I don't know. Nothing wrong with an upgrade.
A few times we've had to come out here for my son's games and drive right by. You just don't notice it.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's kind of in the middle of
shop?
some older houses and some newer stores, but you really don't notice it much from the outside.
Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna go inside, take a look, maybe chat with some people.
Lucan Arena inside. Like we said, we're going to come in and take a look around. I've got Darren here, head coach of the Pee Wee girls team coming up. What can you tell us about the arena that your experience is playing here?
It's a nice arena. It's old, needs some upgrades. The seating, PA system, place where the kids can run around and warm up, but it does the job, but it needs some upgrades.
Tell us about the community itself and what the involvement for hockey in Lucan.
Yeah, it's a great little community. We definitely this is our home away from home. We spend a lot of time here as a community. Hockey is growing in Lucan currently. I believe we have 27 minor hockey teams right now. A bunch of old-timer leagues. We have a girls senior team, so the arena definitely gets used a lot, and it's growing community as far as hockey's concerned. I think we have a record number of kids registered in minor hockey this year, so that's a good thing.
Back inside the arena here in Lucan, Ontario, and we've got Rick here, just completed a win with his novice girls.
Adam girls.
Adam girls?
Adam girls.
I was thinking they were a little bit tall for novice, but okay, good. So what do you think the arena could use for improvements?
I think this arena's been one of the better arenas in the region for size and seating, but I think we could use some upgrades. A lot of it's been around since about 30 or 40 years. So I think there's some seating improvements, some dressing room improvements, and then I know they also want to refurbish the lobby. So I think there's a few places we can concentrate on, but it would sure be nice to shine it up a little bit.
Awesome. That's great. Yeah, my son plays out here too, and it's a great experience having the benches on opposite sides, which you don't see many places anymore. I'm constantly seeing kids change and being offside. Actually changing on the wrong side of the blue line.
Absolutely, yeah.
What does this arena mean to the community?
Like I said, this arena has been, to me, it's one of the better ones around because of the size and scope. So we've always had a great Junior C program, Junior D program before that. I mean, it's really a good hockey town. Lucan Minor Hockey's been around since 1949. The original 6, all of that good stuff. So, I mean, everybody rallies around this community center. In the wintertime, especially for hockey, we're very proud of our hockey component here. But it is certainly a hub for our entire community, and our community is growing, and it continues to be an important piece of our community.
That's great. So with Kraft Hockeyville making their final decision this coming weekend, a week from today, I believe, or a week and a day.
Yeah.
What does this arena mean to hockey families or outside of hockey families? You've got the community center next door.
Yep.
It's attached to the building.
Absolutely.
What would winning Kraft Hockeyville mean?
I think Kraft Hockeyville winning that for two things. I think, like I said, we're pretty proud of our community center. I think we're proud of our hockey program and our sports program all together. So to get Lucan on the map with Hockeyville, and we're very proud even to see it on the. I was watching a hockey game last night in the commercial, and you see Lucan on the map there. That's fantastic to get some of our history recognized. So for that, and you're right. I mean, the community center, it's always been there for weddings and events that we have for that. We're actually currently now using it for some of our funeral services because we've grown so much here. So to have Hockeyville come in and recognize Lucan as a community that has pride in their center, and also the opportunity for us to all congregate around our center, it means the world. It really does.
Brings the community together.
It does, yeah.
That's great. I think you're going to bring surrounding communities together as well to help rally this whole area. Yeah. Being the only town in Ontario in the Final Four, it's a good thing. So
and we just played Exeter, and I'm pretty good friends with one of the coaches on the Exeter team there. So when we talk to him, I mentioned Hockeyville, and he says, we're all in. We're going to have our kids voting. And so Exeter and us, we have a great rivalry, but we also have a great respect for each other's communities. And a lot of us, come from back and forth there. I mean, I grew up in Exeter myself. So, it's great for everybody around to recognize Lucan, and I know the other communities will help us out.
Absolutely. I've got a son in minor hockey in Strathroy, and we're definitely going to be involved in voting on Saturday too. We're going to wrap it up here inside the arena. And I want to thank Rick. Thank you very much.
Yes.
And good luck this weekend. Next weekend. I keep saying this weekend. Yeah. But good luck next weekend, and I hope Lucan pulls it out.
All right. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate it.
It's still cold.
It's freezing.
Yep. About 3 degrees centigrade.
Centigrade. Yes. And as I look across the frozen tundra, you see the wind coming across this field here.
Yeah, it's pretty chilly.
Woohoo!
So that's the town of Lucan. That's the arena in Lucan. Looks like some areas need a bit of an upgrade.
I would say.
Yeah, but everybody's really excited about it.
Yeah, it seemed to be.
Yeah, so we're excited about it too, and we want to make sure that you get out, or if you don't get out, just sit down in front of your computer. Go to krafthockeyville.com.
Yep.
I think that's it, right?
Yep.
Vote for Lucan, Ontario. Let's get a refresh for their arena. I think that would be great.
I believe so, yeah. It'd be a good time.
For the community, for Lucan, for the surrounding area.
Yep. The province.
Yeah, for the province.
Let's help out another community in our province. Where Lucan's the only town in Ontario that's up for this award. And I think it's going to be fantastic for the whole area, for the whole province.
Yep, and like Coach Rick said, I mean, there's a lot of surrounding communities that are supporting Lucan, and obviously we're from a small town, and we're going to be supporting them as well. So get out there and vote.
Starts Friday. Good Friday.
You're
not working.
If you're not working, nobody's working. Everything's closed.
Well, almost everything's
almost. Yeah.
But most people aren't working. So
Right.
take a few seconds and jump online and vote for Lucan.
Do it. All right.
Right.
Signing off from Lucan.
See you back at the studio.
Back at the ranch? Back at the
Meanwhile,
ranch.
back at the ranch.
So that was Lucan.
Yeah.
Good times in Lucan.
There's definitely a buzz you could tell with,
Yes.
with the coaches and just seeing some of the other faces around the rink. They're excited.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
excited.
very excited. All the kids,
Yeah.
playing hockey. All the, even the grandparents who are usually
Yep.
there because they have to be. No, they're excited about it as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. By the way, be sure to head to krafthockeyville.ca, not .com, as I erroneously said on that video, to go vote for Lucan or your favorite town. Maybe you don't live near Lucan and you're like, well, who else is in it?
Doesn't matter.
Well, we'll tell you.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll tell you, but you still have to vote for Lucan. High River, Alberta is in that. Huntingdon, Quebec. La Flèche, Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
That's how you properly say it. And of course, Lucan, Ontario.
Yep.
Head there March 30th. That is this Friday coming up at noon Eastern time.
Right.
And you have until March 31st, the following day. March 31st, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. Now, are they going to
Easter Sunday?
Easter Sunday? Are they going to announce that live?
They usually do on a game.
There's a game,
So maybe Hometown Hockey will
Perhaps.
have Gary Bettman on, because it's usually Bettman
that announces it.
announces it, I believe. Yeah.
And we're going to. I think we're going to try to head up there again next
On
week
Saturday?
at some point.
Yeah. Big things going on.
Yep. Chat with some more people.
Yep. Should be fun, actually.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Yep.
So we're going to head up there and see what else we can get into.
Sure.
Perfect. All right, Dave, let's do Player of the Week.
All right.
Player of the week.
It'll never die.
Dave, who do you have this week?
All right. My player, we spoke about him a little bit today,
Okay.
is, it's upside down, Connor McDavid.
We had him last week.
Yeah, I know.
He's been the player of 2 weeks for you?
He went, what did I say last week? Why would he be?
You said a lot of things last week.
How could he catch this guy? He could come out and get 4 or 5 points. Bam, he came out and got four points.
He did.
And then last night, 2 goals. Mm-hmm. And they're winning.
Yes.
He is the most important person on that team. See a stat they showed last night during their game? Out of all the goals that Edmonton has scored, he's been in on 47%.
That's not a very good supporting cast then in Edmonton.
No.
That's why they're not
clearly
in the
the
playoffs.
most valuable in that team.
On that team, for sure.
Clearly. But his speed, his hands, the way he sees a pass, the way he makes other players better that he's playing with. Because now he's playing with, who moved up to his line?
The Nuge?
Yeah, but then there's another guy.
Letestu?
No. I'll find out in about an hour when they start.
Right.
He just makes everybody on his line better. So 2 weeks in a row for Player of the Week? Absolutely.
I'd love to play on his line.
Yeah, it'd be amazing.
Yep. Just tap it in.
Could I keep up with him? No, he'd have to circle the net like 10 times before I...
It's okay. He'd be
Okay,
fine.
Connor, I'm ready for a pass.
Keep away.
But
keep
not
away.
too hard.
Keep away. I'll go right here and like right just outside the blue paint. Just keep my stick on the ice.
Oh man! But you know what? Like he's leading the scoring race. So yeah, he needs to be my Player of the Week again this week.
Okay, that's fair. My Player of the Week is Cam Atkinson from the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Okay.
He had a pretty good week. In 4 games, he had 3 goals and 2 assists.
Wow.
But he had 2 game-winning goals.
Wow.
In that span, with 19 shots on goal. So he's firing from everywhere. 8 shots last night in that game against St. Louis where they lost. He didn't score last night.
8 shots on net.
Yeah.
Why did he score?
He didn't score.
That's what I mean. Why not?
Maybe there weren't great shots.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
But you obviously he's making himself get the opportunity.
Yeah, and he was injured a lot of the season as
Yeah,
well. So
yeah,
I mean, if he starts to get hot for the playoffs, maybe they'll be a little bit tougher to beat than they were last year.
Yeah.
Who'd they play? They played Pittsburgh, right?
I believe so, yeah.
And right now, that's who they would play.
Did Pittsburgh not beat everybody?
Pittsburgh did beat everybody that they played in the playoffs.
Yeah, 16 wins.
Yep. That's what it takes. Okay, Dave, we are going to finish off the show today with a rabble-rousing edition of Real Stat or Forget That.
Wow.
Yep. Ready?
That's a word. Yeah.
That was a little loud. There we go.
What happened?
That was just the music.
I know. What happened?
I didn't do the singing this week.
Okay.
Real Stat or Forget That.
Yeah.
So basically the rules are to win. So I'm going to ask you a question.
Yeah.
It's based on statistics and statistical anomalies in the NHL.
Yes.
Throwing out big words this evening.
I know. I'm going to pass out. Trying to think of the meetings.
And yeah, I'm trying to put them correctly in a sentence. And then you have to decide if it's a real stat.
Correct.
Or it's not true. Forget that.
Right.
Okay. All right. So why don't you start, Dave?
Okay. Sounds good.
You ready?
You're going to enjoy these questions.
Awesome.
Yep.
Okay.
Brad Marchand, with all of his suspensions and injuries this year, I got it right. With all his injuries and suspensions this year, still leads the team with 78 points. 6 points ahead of David Pasternak. Mm-hmm. Real stat or forget that?
That is a real stat.
You are correct.
I knew it.
How'd you know it so fast?
Because it's the truth. Preach it. Preach it.
Okay.
Dave, the Winnipeg Jets currently have 100 points. That is the most ever for that franchise since it's been in the NHL. Their previous best was back in 1984-85 when they had 96 points and a record of 43 wins, 27 losses, 10 ties. That's when it was cool. Their leading goal scorer that season was obviously Captain Dale Hawerchuk. Okay. That's just a given. Yep. 53 goals, 77 assists, 130 points. And he was still 74 points behind Wayne Gretzky that year. 74 points. That's insane. That's when Gretzky hit 204 points.
That's pretty good.
Their second leading scorer was former Ottawa Senators coach, the Walrus, Paul McLean, who had 41 goals, 60 assists for 101 points. Is that a real stat or forget that?
I'm going to go real stat. Yeah.
Correct. The Walrus. I didn't even know he played in Winnipeg.
Well,
remember that with the big beard?
Yep.
Or mustache?
That's correct. All right. Are you ready for my second question?
I sure am.
After leaving the Blackhawks, Artemi Panarin leads the team with 69 points, 19 points ahead of Seth Jones, who is in second place.
And this is in Columbus?
Yes.
I'm going to say that's a real stat.
You're correct. Man.
The bread man.
Yeah, why do they call him that?
He likes bread.
With pan on his last name? Like a pan of... You make bread in a pan.
Bread pan?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pan.
Bread pan? Bread man?
Does he make a lot of money?
Nah, probably more than we do.
So that's why it is.
There you go. He's got lots of bread.
Yeah.
Dave, my second question. The Vegas Golden Knights have obviously had the best inaugural season ever for an expansion team, not only in the NHL, but in sports history.
Cool.
In fact, they're only the second expansion team in the NHL to ever finish above 500 their first season. The first was the 1967-68 Philadelphia Flyers, who finished with a record of 32, 31, and 11 ties.
Wow.
Is that a real stat or forget that?
Forget that. Yeah.
Vegas is actually the first. No other expansion team has finished above 500.
That's what I was thinking.
Philadelphia was close. They were 31 and 32.
Really? Eh? What year did they come in? 75?
67, 68. I just said that. Sheesh. Correct.
How many times did I do that?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That is hilarious. Okay. Having a pretty decent year, Eric Stahl is leading the team. Is he a pattern here?
Yes.
With 72 points.
Yes.
13 points ahead of Jason Zucker, who was in second place in the team in points.
I'm going to say, forget that.
That's a real stat.
So I was wrong?
That's correct. That's correct. You were wrong.
I was correct. I was wrong. Okay. Okay. Sean Monahan of the Calgary Flames, he's been shut down for the rest of the season.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard that or not.
No.
Yeah, he's out the rest of the season.
Wow.
Prior to that, he led the league in game-winning goals with 11. This is not the only season when he has led the league. In the 2014-2015 season, he also led the league with 8 game-winning goals. Is that a real stat or forget that?
I'm still laughing over the last question. Real stat.
That is incorrect, sir. Alex Ovechkin. You've heard of him, right?
No.
Yeah. He had 11 game-winning goals that season, led the league, but he also scored 53 goals that season.
I should have known, because Monahan, it's taken him till now to really shine.
He did have 8 game-winning goals that season, which was, I think, 4th or 5th in the league. Okay. So not bad. No. Still pretty good. And he was younger then.
Yeah.
Just like I was.
All of us. Mm-hmm. Okay. Coming alive this year, William Karlsson leads the team with 69 points. 3 points ahead of Jonathan Marchessault. Real stat or forget about it?
Forget about it.
You are correct. That's the one I thought I would get you on.
No, Marchessault leads a team.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
I just switched him.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of William Karlsson.
Yep.
William Karlsson of the Vegas Golden Knights.
Yeah.
Still working. He has a plus-minus of plus 41 and leads the league in that category. In fact, there are 3 Vegas Golden Knights in the top 3. 1, 2, 3. All Vegas Golden Knights in the top, plus-minus. Okay. The worst season he had was back in Columbus when he had a -9 for the season over 81 games. He also scored 9 goals that season. Is that a real stat or forget that?
Real stat.
That is correct. Here's a funny thing about William Karlsson. He scored 18 goals his previous 4 seasons.
Yes.
And he has 39 goals in 75 games this season. It's insane,
That
right?
is something else.
Yeah.
That is.
18 goals. And the last 2 seasons, he played 81 games. So that's 162 games right there, plus another 40. So probably over 200 games, or close to 200 games, his first few seasons, and he scored 18 goals.
Now, this year,
yes.
Is that what, 39, you said?
39 and 75.
How many games?
75 games.
How many games do you have left, I mean? So, 9.
Yeah, 9 games.
Wow.
7 games. I know.
Right, 7 games.
Yep.
He could win the Rocket Richard.
He could.
Wow. After scoring 18 in 4 years. That's incredible.
That's pretty good. He's having a good season.
Yep. Okay.
Jonathan Marchessault helping out with that.
Yes, he is. Needing to have a good season to help the Wings get into the playoffs, Dylan Larkin could only tally 54 points, but still leads the team by 6 points ahead of Henrik Zetterberg.
I think that is a real stat.
You are correct. Man. This comes down to this last question for the prize.
Yes. Since the 1994-95 season, the Florida Panthers have only made the playoffs in 5 of those seasons. Their best season was back in 2015-2016, when they had their best point total ever in the history of the franchise with 103 points. Their leading point producer was none other than NHL legend Jaromir Jagr. who had 27 goals, 39 assists for 66 points. Is that a real stat, or forget that?
I'm going to have to say forget that. Oh, you win!
Yes! No, that's a real stat. I was looking at it going, look at the point totals on this team. They had 103 points. He led the
3
team
years ago?
Yeah, 66 points.
Heck,
then there was 60, 58. Not a high scoring team as far as statistically like that, but I mean, they all played together to get those 103 points, I guess.
Dirty dog.
I know, right?
I had it.
Well, you did, but...
And then I didn't.
You did not.
Gah.
So that is real stat, or forget
What
that.
did you win?
I am the champion. Pride.
That's true.
More than anything.
That is, yeah, because I lost mine. Down to the last question.
It was close. Those are good questions.
Yeah, mine were...
All statistics.
Yeah.
Real statistic? Or forget that statistic.
Yeah.
If you have any questions you want to throw our way, please feel free to do so. It's feedback@slewfoothockeyshow.com, or you can Twitter us.
Yeah.
Tweet away. We'd love to hear about that. If you want to find out how to vote and you missed the last few minutes of this, it's go to krafthockeyville.ca.
Correct.
Click on Lucan and vote and win. But that doesn't start till Friday at noon. Good Friday.
Saturday at noon?
No, it's Friday.
Okay.
Good Friday at noon.
Okay, good.
The 30th.
Good career.
Yeah. And it goes till 8:30 the next night, Saturday night.
Okay.
Yep. We are throwing together, by the way, a hockey pool again for the playoffs. We're going to have some prizes that we're going to give away, of course, because we like doing that. We don't know what those are yet. But I'm working out the details with the hockey pool. Ooh, a pen. And we'll let you know hopefully next week when you can do that. We'll be one week closer to the playoffs. I think because the playoffs start the following week, don't they?
April 7th is the last regular season evening.
Okay, so we have a couple weeks.
I'll be in the Little Caesars Arena.
Ah, the pizza box.
Yep.
Nice. Good stuff.
Yep.
All right. Good. I think that's it, Dave.
It is.
All right. Well, thank you very much for spending some time with us this week, either in your ears or face-to-face with us. We appreciate that.
Can I just do a quick congratulations to the Adam Double B Strathroy Rockets?
Oh, nice.
Picked up some medals tonight out in Belmont.
Nice.
Yeah, good win. Good season.
Good season, eh?
Kids had a blast.
Good.
Parents had a blast.
Good. Yep. Now it's on to spring hockey and baseball and all that other stuff.
Yeah, get a week off.
Never stops. It's got a week off. Yeah.
What will I do with it?
Yeah, there you go. Thanks for listening, everybody, or thanks for participating. Thanks for everything.
Yeah.
We appreciate your support. We do this and it's a lot of fun. So
for sure.
Good luck to Lucan. We'll be voting for sure.
Definitely.
As many times. Refresh, vote. Refresh, vote. I don't know. Can you do that?
I don't know either.
I don't know. We'll try anyway.
If you can.
But we are voting, and please, if you know anybody from Lucan, or if you've ever played a game there,
69 years that arena's been around.
Yes.
A lot of people have played there.
Yes. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, a lot of people
for sure
use this arena.
Yeah.
So it's great to have them in the Final Four, and let's get them to the first place.
First place and an arena upgrade.
That's right.
Get some heaters in there. There we go. All right. Thanks for everything, everybody. Thanks for everything, everybody.
Thanks for
everybody.
And everything.
Everything. Take care. We'll talk to you next time on the Slewfoot Hockey Show.